Good morning and welcome to this video. I am going to be doing a quick makeup lesson refresh for some clients of mine who recently did a makeup lesson with me and chose the Everyday Bundle. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows real quick, which were not covered in part of the lesson, but I just want to get them done real quick. So if you schedule a makeup lesson with me, the way that it works is that I offer 3 different makeup kits. You choose the kit you want and purchase the kit, and the makeup lesson fee is included in the price of the kit. And then we schedule it. I order, so you order the kit, through me, you pay me and I order the makeup, and then we schedule you a time. And so last week I had a client who got a kit for herself and for her sister as a birthday present to her sister. And so we did a makeup lesson, the 3 of us. Well, I brought a model, so there was 4 of us. And normally there's not a model. It's just that when it's just 2 of us, it's much easier for me to do a one-on-one. But then having an extra person, I figured having a model would make it easier for the clients to follow along. So that's what we did. So if you do a makeup lesson with me and choose the Everyday Bundle, this is a refresh video for you. I wanted to be able to record this and pass it along to those clients from last week so that they would have something to refer back to remember what to do. Okay, so I did my brows real quick. So the first thing that we did at the makeup lesson was primed the eyes for the eyeshadow. So I'm using an eye primer. You actually do not get the eye primer as part of the bundle, but I let you use mine from my makeup kit. So it's definitely like an add-on product that you could get at the time of the lesson. There's very few products we're going to use today that don't come in the kit. It's just that I try to keep them at certain prices or below certain prices. And also you could use, it does come with concealer, you could use concealer. So there's that. All right, and then the second thing that we did is that we went ahead and set the eye primer with a transparent setting powder, which does not come with the kit either, but they use mine. Hey, Angie Bear, how are you? Thanks for hopping on. So what I'm doing today is showing y'all if you did a makeup lesson with me and chose the Everyday kit, which I had 2 clients last week that did. I'm doing this video as a refresh to them so that it will help them out. So we used the Mirage palette. So basically I showed them a very, let me make sure that's not the contractors coming. They're not supposed to be here till noon, but they might be early. Tara, hey, there's nobody out there. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Sorry, I thought maybe the contractors were early since she was barking. Sorry about that. All right, so we did a very easy eye at the makeup lesson last week where they chose a dark color and a light color, and I believe they chose this color and this color. Both of them did. So we're gonna go ahead and just take that darker color, looking straight ahead. You're just going to place that where you can see it with your eyes open. You're just gonna tap that product on. Just like that in the outer corner. And you know what? Let's go ahead and put primer on the face so that can be drying while we do the eyes. This is going to be super quick. So the Everyday palette does come with primer. It also comes with CC cream. It comes with a concealer, a Zen mascara, a BB powder, and a liquid matte lipstick. So what we do is we color match you to your CC cream color and your BB powder color, and then you get to pick out your lipstick at the lesson. All right, so we're gonna go back to the eyes now. I just wanted to get that primer on the face so that it could go ahead and start drying. All right, let's go back to the eyes. We're only using 2 colors today. We're doing a very simple eye because this was a lesson for people who don't wear makeup every day and they just wanted an easy look. So whatever colors you choose for your eyeshadow, you can choose a dark color and a light color. So I'm just taking the eyeshadow that I placed on the outer corner right above the crease, and I'm just blending it out with a light hand. I'm just moving that product across the eyelid. You can do small little circles with a light hand to blend. And then I'm going to grab the lighter color, which is like this vanilla shade right here, and just put it on the inner corner. So if you had a shimmer, you could use a shimmer here. We're just gonna do the mattes today, matte colors. Okay, so that was our eyeshadow look, super simple. I'm gonna take the brush and just what's left on it and squeeze the brush together and just put this color underneath the eye as well. It's a much softer look rather than eyeliner, but it serves as an eyeliner. You know what? I'm wondering if this kit comes with setting spray. Let me double check. It actually does not. Okay, so I'm gonna hold up the products real quick that the Everyday Kit comes with so that you can see. Like I said, when I do makeup lessons, you have 3 kits to choose from. This one's called the Everyday Kit. It's the lowest priced one. So you get a primer, a CC cream, a concealer, a BB powder, a Zen mascara, and a liquid lipstick. Okay, so we have primed our face while we did our eyes. So hopefully that's dry. So we can go ahead now that we've done our eye makeup and do the CC cream. So you always want to shake your product as far as your foundation from Pharmacy because they are infused with skincare ingredients and you're going to activate those skincare ingredients. So I like to just take the product and put it on my hand and then put it on the face. The sun does the most amount of damage to the middle of your face, so you want more product in the middle. You don't need as much out to the sides. So I'm gonna mainly put it in the middle and then we can work it out towards the hairline. Okay, I'm just using up all that I had on my hand. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a Kabuki brush, which is just a flat brush, foundation brush. I'm gonna spritz it with some setting spray. You don't want it to be saturated, just want it to be a little bit damp. And then you're just gonna go and press it in, basically like a stipple motion. Like I said, we are starting here beside the nose and working our way out towards the hairline. Just press it in. Once I get down here to the chin or the jaw, I'm gonna bring that color on down to fade it out so that we don't have a makeup line. So the CC cream is a medium coverage and it will even out your skin tone. So I highly recommend adding on some setting spray because with living in the South with our humidity, making sure that you're using the primer beforehand and the setting spray afterwards is really going to help your makeup last. So then I'm taking a dampened beauty sponge and I'm just going through and just kind of pressing in everything. This is gonna help make sure I don't have any brush strokes left behind from the Kabuki brush, and it's gonna remove any excess product. So I have a really red face. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my cheek area. So again, this is buildable if you need it to be. And this is just a perfect bundle for an everyday easy look, you know, for women who don't wear a lot of makeup, who don't have a lot of time to get ready. This is 6 products it, you could probably get done in about 10 minutes or even quicker. Just the more you do it, the quicker you get at it, you know? Okay, so I've got all that CC cream on. Cream blush, cream contour and cream blush is not part of the lesson, but I don't go without contouring and blush. So I'm just gonna do it real quickly. So what I do with my contour is I put the cream bronzer on the back of my hand, and then I take a brush and then apply it. So this gives you more control over where you're putting the product. You're not putting the product directly on your face, because then that is really too much product in my opinion. So this way you can control exactly where you're putting it, and it gives you a very subtle contour. And like I said, we don't cover this in this particular lesson because contouring is probably not an everyday thing for most people, but because it is for me, I'm just going ahead and doing it real quick. Okay, I've used a brush to apply it, and then I'm going to use a dampened beauty sponge just to soften everything and blend it in. Okay, so I did let the participants use my cream blush for blush, because blush doesn't actually come with this everyday kit, although you could, you know, add it if you wanted to. Again, it's 6 products that I try to keep at a certain price point, so you could use your own blush or you can use mine. I'm going to use this cream blush called Joy. So Joy is a really great neutral color, looks great on everybody, and that's what we do at the lessons. Is if if it doesn't come in your kit, you can still use my tester products. So it gives you a chance to try some other products that weren't purchased as well. I'm going to take a blush brush. I put the blush on the back of my hand. I'm using my blush brush to grab it again and tapping it to the face this way, starting at the hairline right above the contour. I know this looks messy, but I'm going to show you how to fix it. So we're just going to tap it on. Everything I've done so far has been like a tapping motion, except for when I was blending out the eyeshadow. Take your dampened beauty sponge and just go now and kind of soften the lines around the blush. We're also going to put concealer on in just a moment, and that's going to also help tone down the blush. I put it like this on purpose because I wanted to show you how to go from this, because it's very easy to do, to fixing it. Okay, so next up is going to be concealer. Again, this kit does come with the primer, the CC cream, the concealer, the BB powder, mascara, and a lipstick. So you can put as little or as much concealer as you want to. You're going to put it under the eyes, and then just use your dampened beauty sponge to press it out under the eye. And when you get here to the corner, just bring this up the side of the face. So that's going to help give you a sharp edge to your eyeshadow, and it's going to help tone down the blush here. Okay. We'll get here, we're going to pull up. If you are watching this replay, please put a 2 in the comments and let me know that you watched. That would be greatly appreciated. If you're watching on Facebook, this is going to also go on my my YouTube channel so that I can send it to people who do the makeup lesson as a refresh. Again, I'm going to take this transparent setting powder, which is not part of the kit. We used it to set the eye primer, and we're also going to use it to set the concealer under the eye. So this is like an add-on product that you could add on if you want to, or if you have some at home already, you can use your own. It's up to you. Okay, so next up is going to be the BB powder. So the BB powder is going to go under your contour or your blush, whichever one you're doing, or both, whatever you're doing. You're going to put it underneath here on the side to give it a clean edge. You're also going to put it on the sides of the nose and on the forehead. So I like to apply it with a powder puff and then take a fluffy brush and just go back in and just tap it out. So do you see now how much more tame that blush is than when it first started? I really like a lot of blush, so I'm just gonna take my blush brush with what I have left on it and just kind of add a little bit more. Just returned from out west. Used your application techniques on makeup that stayed on all day. Awesome! I'm so glad to hear that, Angie. Okay, so next we're gonna do lashes, lips, and setting spray, and we are finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. And of course, if you wanted to do eyeliner, you could do eyeliner at this point. I think I will, and I'll just show you a quick trick that I've been using lately. This might take a little bit of getting used to if you're not used to doing this. So I'm gonna use a gray pencil. I'm gonna close my eye gently, and then I'm just gonna pop my waterline open. And I'm only doing it on the outer corner of the waterline. The reason I'm doing the waterline is it gives you great definition to your eyes, but also you're not taking away from your eyelid space. And over 40, as we get hooded eyes, we start losing eyelid space. So another thing you can do with your BB powder at this point is you could take a little bit of BB powder and just go right below your brow, just to kind of blend out your eyeshadow or tone down your eyeshadow if you got it too dark. All right, I'm gonna do setting spray real quick before I do mascara. I recommend doing this before your mascara. If you do your mascara first and then it's not dry and you do your setting spray, that is quite a mess. So this is gonna be a better way. Just kind of tapping the rest of that setting spray in very lightly. Okay, so let's do our mascara. I'm opening up a new Zen mascara. Don't forget that you should replace your mascara every 3 months, no matter how often or how little you use it, because once you've opened up a new tube, air is getting inside and it's gonna create bacteria and harbor bacteria, which can really affect your eyes, your eyesight, and everything. So I'm gonna use the Zen mascara. It has a wand that has little tiny teeth at the top and big teeth at the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and use the big teeth part first. I'm gonna go close to my root of my lash and I'm gonna kind of pull back and forth a little bit. And then go up the lash. So using the bigger part of the wand first is gonna give you volume. Then I'm going to turn it over and use the small teeth, which is going to give me length. And if you get mascara on your eyelid or anywhere on your face, just leave it alone and let it dry. And then you'll be able to gently scrape it right off very easily. Sometimes a new tube gives you too much product. So just working out the product on the eyes, on the lashes. If you get clumps, just turn your wand vertically and just pull and it will unclump. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got all kinds of mascara mistakes under here, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you how to fix it. I love when I make a mistake and I can help you, show you how to fix it. All right, so I'm doing the bigger wand first, part of the wand with the bigger bristles. And I'm not really using a mirror up close to do this either, so that's definitely why I'm making mistakes. Let me grab a mirror. So then I'm gonna use the smaller bristles. And then we're gonna do the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do my lipstick and then I will show you how to fix the mascara mistakes. And we will be finished. This is a quick, easy, everyday look. So the kit comes with a liquid matte lipstick that you get to choose. You get to try on different colors. You can purchase a lip liner if you want to. I am a lip liner girl. I have to have lip liner, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a lip liner, and I'm gonna use this color called Money Maker. So I'm gonna use the peach pink lip liner. I'm gonna have to do something with this hair when I'm done. Lipstick. This is called Money Maker, which is like a neutral. So this is a long-lasting liquid matte lipstick. It will last all day. Even when you're eating and drinking, unless you're eating something greasy, then that will break down the long-lasting formula. So there's Money Maker, and that's with the peach pink lip liner. All right, so once again, let me show you real quickly. The bundle, everyday bundle, is the CC cream, the primer, the concealer, the lipstick, the mascara, and the BB cream. So these 6 products they're falling out of my hands because I can't hold them all. It's a great everyday look. All right, so I'm gonna grab my spoolie wand from my eyebrow pencil. You could use a Q-tip to do this as well. That works pretty good. So once your mascara mistakes have dried, I know I've got some. I'm gonna zoom in more so you can see under my eye and on my eyelid. So I'm gonna do the eyelid first. Ooh, I got a lot of mistakes there. I need a better mirror here. Here, this is a brand new one. Let me peel this back off real quick. Okay, brand new mirror. So I'm going to pull up or sideways gently, and it will come right off. And then see how at the lash line I've gotten some mistakes there too. I'm just gonna run it back and forth right there. I don't think my mascara is completely dry yet on my lashes. So let me use a Q-tip for the rest of this. All right, so under here, I don't know if it's completely dry is the problem. I'm trying to do it now because I want to hurry because I wanted this video to be short. So let me clean off my spoolie brush. Make sure it's cleaned off. When you use a Q-tip, the drier it is, the better. So as you can see, you can kind of just gently pull up and that mascara comes right off. It wasn't completely dry yet, so that's why it's kind of made a little mess right here, but I'm gonna go back and fix that. I just wanted to show y'all, if you'll let it dry, how easy it is to fix these kinds of mistakes. Let's see, over here. There we go. All right. There we go. So that is the everyday bundle. I do have those available if you would like to be color matched or if you want to do a makeup lesson, let me know. And I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.